Hi, everybody, and welcome to Florida Football Highlights with Galen Hall. I'm Mick Hubert, following the Gators' 38-13 victory against the Memphis State Tigers. Congratulations, Galen. I know this has to be a big football win for your team to come on the road and to avenge the loss last year and play a night game. A lot of adversity going in, but you got to be happy.
There really was, Mick, and I'm very happy about it. We're such a young football team. I think we brought 11 seniors on this trip. We had, the travel plans, them being in the hotel all day today to lay around, really, and I was very happy with the way we came out and played. We came out and played pretty well.
And as you can see, it's quite windy in Memphis, and that was another factor. Cold and windy, too.
It was chilly. The wind was more of a factor than the temperature. We were worried about that with the field position and the kicking game. We were concerned about that.
You had some big individual performances. Kyle Morris was awfully good in this game. So was Emmett Smith, and the defense responded.
They played well. Kyle is improving every week, and he played well today. He recognized his blitzes. We ran some choice patterns or option patterns. He played well there. Emmett had his best game so far, and I think you're going to see nothing but Emmett's going to get better. Defense has played steady, gave up one big play tonight, and I'm sure we'll correct that.
So the Gators win it 38-13, and let's take a look at the first half highlights. A Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium crowd of 25,000 looked on as the Gators' John David Francis kicked off to Memphis State Reggie Jones. Jones returned the kickoff across the 20 and up to the 23-yard line. On the second play from scrimmage, Tiger quarterback Tim Jones gives to Marvin Cox, who was dropped for a loss of 2 by Gerald Odom and Brad Culpepper. After a Memphis State punt, Emmett Smith gets the call on first down, and Emmett scampers up the middle, shedding tacklers on the way, good for a gain of 22 yards. Four plays later, on 4th and 1, Smith again gets the call and moves right for a gain of 12 yards on a Gator first down. On the very next play, Willie McClendon carries left but fumbles, and Memphis State recovers at its own 20-yard line. After a 4-yard loss, Cox gets the ball, and he picks up 8 yards. Then the Memphis State quarterback Jones tries to find fullback Wayne Pryor, but the pass falls incomplete. After a jump fight punt, Gator quarterback Kyle Morris hits Emmett Smith for a gain of 11 yards and a Florida first down. 2 plays later, Morris connects with sophomore Dexter McNabb over the middle for a 9-yard gain. On the next play, Morris looking for Terrence Barber, who makes the catch. But Barber then coughs up the football, and Memphis State recovers. But a Memphis State penalty gives the ball back to the Gators. On 1st and 10, Alonzo Sullivan makes a diving catch of a Morris pass, good for a gain of 13 yards. 4 plays later, John David Francis gives Florida an early advantage with a 30-yard field goal. After the Francis kickoff, Pryor carrying 18 yards for a Tiger first down. Then Memphis State, Marvin Cox takes the pitch from Tim Jones, moves right, cuts back, and he's gone. 67 yards for a touchdown, giving Memphis State a 7-3 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, John Butler boots one to Tony Lomack. Lomack coming up and making the grab and running the football up the middle of the field, cutting to the near sideline into the open. A terrific run from Lomack, cutting back inside the 30-yard line. But the Gators were offsides on the kickoff, and it wiped out the long run. With Florida having the ball on the 50, Emmett Smith carries on first down, shaking tacklers along the way. Emmett would bust one for his longest run of the night, some 40 yards. The junior from Pensacola, whose 182-yard effort against Memphis State was his 3rd best effort as a Gator, has a running style second to none. moments later, Emmitt Smith gets the call and scores his 26th career touchdown. The Gators led 10-7. Then to begin the second quarter, Memphis State facing a 4th and 1 in Gator territory, and they execute a fake punt. At the Florida 28-yard line, 3 plays later, Jones is sacked by junior Huey Richardson, which set up a Memphis State field goal. John Butler from 47 yards out tied the game at 10-10. After the kickoff, Morris dropping back to pass, looking for tight end Harvey Thomas over the middle, a gain of 17 yards. On first down, following an exchange of punts, Morris looking for Ernie Mills, a quick out and a 5-yard gain on 2nd and 6. On the next play, Morris again looking to pass and finding Terrence Barber, who makes the catch and a 13-yard pickup. 3 plays later, Emmitt Smith moving right picks up another first down with this 6-yard gain. This sets up a Kyle Morris pass to Stacy Simmons, who streaks over the middle and dances 48 yards for the touchdown.
It was a call from the press box. We were getting consistent coverage out of our twin set, and we felt we could beat him. We felt Stacy could get open underneath, and all we had to do was hit him with it. He could outrun the coverage, and I thought I let him a little bit too much when I first let go of it, but his speed caught up with it, and he broke one tackle, and they couldn't catch him.
With the Gators leading 17-10, Tim Jones is sacked by Pat Moore for a loss of 8 yards.
We really wasn't worried about coming into this game. We just got Huey and Tim back, and that made our defense pretty complete. Going through the game, we really thinking about last year, what Memphis did to us, how they came down and embarrassed us. We came back to take back what belonged to us. We tried not to give them anything cheap. They came over a couple of big plays early, and that's the thing that Memphis live off of. So we wanted to shut that down and continue on what we did.
2 plays later, Jones hits flanker Ray Kraft for 18 yards and a Memphis State first down. Then 3 plays later, tailback Gerald White coughs up the ball, and the Gators' Mark Murray recovers. On 2nd down, Morris scrambling out of the pocket for an 8-yard gain. After a pass incompletion, Morris rolling right, finding Stacy Simmons. Simmons down to the 16-yard line. 2 plays later, Tony Lomack takes a Morris pass and barges into the end zone for a 13-yard touchdown.
Here's a key play right near the end of the half. We cover a fumble drive in less than a minute. What we're doing here is sprinting with Kyle Morris and giving Lomack an option route. Tony runs the flag, Kyle hits him, and this gave us a lift going into the halftime and puts up 24-10.
After the ensuing kickoff, Marvin Cox runs on 2nd down for 13 yards. The half runs out, giving the Gators a 24-10 lead.
I'm a big guy inside. You just haven't seen it yet.
So the Gators had to rally from a 7-3 deficit and broke a 10-10 tie and lead 24-10 at the half.
Nick, we knew it would be a very tight ball game. Very happy the way we came back to those 2 big plays, especially going into the wind to give us a lead. And we went into halftime, our offensive coaches got together, and we thought we were doing the right things offensively. Our defensive team thought if they didn't give up the big play, that they were playing very soundly. So we just told them to keep confidence in what we were doing and come out for the second half.
So with the Gators leading 24-10, let's pick up the third quarter highlights. The Gators against Memphis State.
To start the third quarter, John Butler kicks to Florida's Tony Lomack. Lomack makes the catch at the 5, fumbles the football, then recovers, and promptly returns 13 yards before being met by a host of Tiger players. On 2nd and 2 from the 25, Emmitt Smith goes right and follows a great block by Cedric Smith for 11 yards. But the Florida drive stalls, and the Tigers take over their own 29. On 1st and 10, Tim Jones chased out of the pocket by Marquette Oliver and then dropped for a loss of 4 by Gerald Odom. On the next play, Tim Jones running the option right, pitching to Marvin Cox, who picks up 6. Then on 2nd and 19, Jones going left, keeping the ball, using his speed to pick up 18 yards. But the Tiger drive stalls and the Gators take over. On 3rd and 6, Morris takes a deep drop and hits Smith, cutting underneath for a gain of 13 yards. After a couple of incompletions, Florida is forced to punt. On their own 43-yard line, the Tigers' Tim Jones dropping to pass, but pressure from Odom and company forces an errant throw that is batted down by Pat Moore. On the next play, Jones rolling right, looking to throw, but his pass picked off by Marquette Oliver. And the freshman from Pensacola shows Gator fans he knows what to do with the ball, scampering all the way to the 16-yard line. That sets up Florida's next touchdown, the second of the game from Emmitt Smith, giving the Gators a 31-10 lead.
The play was a 29 crack, and I saw a seam up inside, and I turned it up, and I got hit a couple times. I bounced off a couple defenders, and before I knew it, I was in the end zone.
This game marked the return of junior outside linebacker Huey Richardson, who made a key sack on Tim Jones.
Here's a key sack by Huey Richardson. We played well the first two games, and I think we'll continue to improve as a defensive unit.
Memphis State punter Jeff Fight kicking to the Gators. Terrence Barber, who fumbles the punt, Memphis State recovers. That would set up John Butler's 35-yard field goal with a minute and a half left in the third quarter to cut the score to 31-13. On the next Florida possession, Morris throws a strike to tight end Kirkpatrick.
Here's a key pass by Morris to Kirkpatrick. It's the same type pattern we used in our first game. Kirk shows you what type of tight end receiver he is, and this pass is just another one of a good game by Cal Morris.
On 1st and 10 from the 37, Morris fakes to Emmitt and throws to the other tight end, Harvey Thomas, a great catch, a pickup of 14 yards. Later in the drive, on 3rd and 24, Kyle almost loses the snap, but gets the ball to Emmitt, who gets outside using his speed and balance, a 26-yard gain, and a Gator first down. The Gators come up empty, though, on a Morris interception. Memphis State, Jones hitting Bolden on a quick slant for a 6-yard gain, but the defense held tough and forced Memphis State punter Jeff Fight to punt, dropping this ball inside the 5-yard line. But Florida was forced to punt, and Memphis State forced to throw the football. Backup quarterback Rusty Trail throwing, and Tim Paulk making his 1989 season debut, picked it off and went 50 yards for a Florida touchdown. It was 38-13.
Well, the interception, I was trying to get back in the game and just settle down and get the calls right and make the right drops and don't make any mistakes. And I got in, and the quarterback kind of looked the tight end off. I didn't think he was going to throw it to him. Then he made the pass and I intercepted. And the rest is touchdown, I guess.
Memphis State trailing 38-13, keeping the ball on the ground. Tailback Gerald White with a short game. And then Rusty Trail going upstairs 9 yards to flanker Van Drayton. But the drive stalls, and with Emmitt on the sideline, Donald Douglas takes over the Gator offense. Douglas handing to McClendon, who carries right for a gain of 8 yards. But a few plays later, McClendon would fumble, and with time running down, Tiger quarterback Rusty Trail trying to get the ball in the end zone, stopped by Florida's Pat Moore, who makes the interception, runs out the clock. The Gators win it 38-13. We'll be back with closing comments in just a moment.
It's the right color. It's the world's greatest football machine, the Gator Wagon. And you can win it from the world's greatest snack food company, Golden Flake. I thought this was a must game for us. Cal Morris played very well tonight. He recognized the blitz. He threw the ball well. Emmitt Smith had another good game. Our defense was great next week.
Well, it's a game next week where we'll get back to sunny and warm Florida, back to the Southeastern Conference, too, against Mississippi State.
Right. And they have a good football team, and, we'll be there Saturday in Tampa.
Galen, best of luck in that game, and congratulations on this victory.
Thank you.
Next week, with Galen Hall, Florida football highlights, it'll be the Gators against Mississippi State. Now, for Coach Hall, I'm Nick Hubert. So long, everybody.
Florida Football Highlights with Galen Hall has been been brought to you by Dairy Farmers Incorporated, producers of real Florida fresh milk. By Scotty's, serving Florida with more than 150 convenient locations. You've got to get to Scotty's now. By First Union National Bank of Florida. First Union Service. We guarantee it. And by Golden Flake Snack Foods. One taste and you're stuck on Golden Flake. Promotional consideration has been provided by the University Center Hotel. When in Gainesville, stay at the luxurious University Center Hotel. And K Jewelers, featuring Citizen watches. K Jewelers, the diamond people.